Well, hello again. This will be part 2 of my 5-part series on checkmate drills with 2 knights versus a pawn. All right. Hopefully you did see my first video, which I had a 3-move checkmate. Okay, very simple 3-move checkmate for drill number 1 of what promises to be 5 different drills to really test your abilities on checkmating with 2 knights. Okay, and this part 2, drill number 2, I have taken directly from my first chess book, The Principles of Chess by James Mason. It was on page 51, and it kind of got my juices flowing again, to delve into the whole thing. It's probably bit off more than I can chew, but anyways, I wanted to do it. Get refamiliarized with 2 knights against, a pawn. All right, and so this is going to be the position. So it was black to move. Black has made his move, okay, and we are now looking at the exact position, okay, that James Mason had in his classic book, The Principles of Chess. Okay, this one is I think it's a mate in 5, okay, for white. So I think black will make 6 moves, but white will make 5. All right, so this is different from drill number 1 in the positioning of the white king and the mobile knight. All right, so we have the blockading knight over here, and then we have the mobile knight over here. All right, so now we've got the black king trapped by the knight there, by the king here. These 2 squares are blocked off by my king. In the previous one, we had white king was there, white knight was there. Okay, in drill number 1. All right, so anyway, the reassuring thing for this is that if you block that rook pawn, all right, the h pawn, position h4, it doesn't matter which configuration you have, you're going to be able to checkmate. So in the first position, it was a mate in 3 for white. This one's a mate in 5, okay? So when I say it's a mate in 5, well, it's go time. This guy's got to get going, okay? It's got to release the pawn. And it looks like, again, it's going to be, knight to g5 will be the move. All right. And now, kind of a dodgy looking move. All right. But that's the move I'm going to make. I guess you could go here as well. So we got to call that check, okay, on f6. So however you see fit, you go ahead and do it. I'll try it this way the first time. Okay, so you see the pawn's making a good run, huh? So one more move for him to queen. Now, something you need to know, okay, about the 2 knights checkmate is that when you do call a check, you cannot deliver a mate on the next move. Okay, so it'll take 2 moves. We're only going to take 1 move to get a queen. This doesn't sound too good, does it? All right, so there's a check. So we got a mate in 2 now. Now, because of the check, you see that bought me a tempo. All right, and so now we go here, we go there. That seems like it'd be a mate in 2. Maybe here. That looks like a mate in 2 as well, right? Why don't we do that? All right, so queen is on the board. It's now or never. If you don't deliver the mate now, you are doomed. All right, so there we go. Okay, now we got a different configuration. All right, just take note of these things, right? So in drill number 1, I think I said that, let's say the king was up here, okay? The king was up here, and we had it in the shape of a knight move, okay? Like so. one up and one diagonally. This time we got it in a kind of an L shape. All right, let's do another replay on that one. So this is your first move. All right, this time I'll go here. He can't take me. Okay, and now we'll call the check. All right, so that freezes the pawn out. Just one. Yeah, he's just one step away from a queen. He gets the queen, and it does not do him any good. All right, so I played it two different ways this time, but we still ended up with exactly that same mating configuration. All right, so that was James Mason's How to Checkmate with 2 knights versus a pawn. And that's all he put in there, right? He did not tell us, he didn't give us the slightest clue of how on the earth did we arrive, okay, at this position in the first place, okay? Yeah, that was beyond the scope of his book. All right. Right now, it's actually beyond the scope of my skills, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to persevere with these 5 drills, and then at the end of it, you can tell me whether you think these 5 drills are useful or not. All right. So those are the first 2, and I think they are in keeping with the approach that chess.com uses for all the other elementary mates. The first 2 are usually pretty easy, and now we get to the good stuff, okay? All right, so thanks for watching, and stay cool.